How's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And tonight, what I have for everyone is my full review of the Bluedio TM Bluetooth headphones, or the Bluedio Hurricane Turbine Bluetooth headphones. So let me run through this little breakdown quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, maybe you're new to the channel, maybe you're returning, but if you want to understand how the whole process works, so typically if I get a product, I shoot my unboxing and first impressions video, then my review process starts. And only once I feel like I got a handle on everything that I want to talk about and cover with you guys and gals, then and only then do I feel it's time to shoot the full review. So that being said, now let's go ahead and dive straight into this full review. So the first thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals in regards to these Bluetooth headphones is the overall build quality and design. And I do apologize for the lighting this evening. Been very busy today. This is finally the only free time I have to record this, so we're going to get it in to the best of our ability. That being said, talking about the overall build quality and design of these headphones, I have to say Bluedio has done a great job. Now, from a build quality standpoint, there's no rattling or creaking of any kind, so that's really nice. And all of the buttons give me a nice and tactile feedback to them, so they are very clicky and very responsive. So let me just show you real quick. And let me hold it up to the mic so y'all can get a better sample of that. So y'all hear how tactile that is. Now I don't know how good the mic's going to pick that up, but y'all get the idea. The buttons are very tactile and clicky, and the overall build quality is very solid. Now, talking about these headphones in terms of the overall design, I have to say I really enjoy this design as well. It's very clean, very simple, and very straightforward, and probably the best thing, in my opinion, that stands out and makes it very eye-catching is the overall color scheme. I like the black and red that Bluedio decided to go with here. It's really nice. Really nice indeed. So, the overall build quality and design of these headphones is top-notch. Next, the next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall core features of these headphones. Now, starting off, the number one core feature and something that I always look for inside of any Bluetooth enabled product, these headphones incorporate Bluetooth 5.0 technology in them, so that's really good. These headphones also incorporate a dedicated mic, which is right there. And I do apologize for the lighting so you can't see it too well, but these headphones do have a dedicated mic in them, which is really good. Spoiler, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that in a little bit, but the onboard mic on these headphones are really good. Also, these headphones also incorporate a built-in EQ mode that you can toggle through. Now, in particular, there's about 3 or 4 EQ modes in here. To access those modes, you have to press on the volume up and down button at the same time and then let it go, and you'll toggle through the modes. So that is really nice. Also, to go along with that, you got your standard button layout here. So short press of the volume up turns the volume up or down for music or movies or videos. A short press of the volume down turns the volume down for music and or movies or videos. A long press does your next track of the volume up, does your next track. A long press of the volume down does your previous track, so on and so forth. Now, a long press of your power on multifunction button here does do a redial of your last dial call, so that's really nice. And if you continue to hold it, it also turns off and on the device. So really good features there. And probably the feature that I hate the most, because we do have to cover it still, is the fact that these headphones also incorporate a dual pairing function in them. But it's not your standard dual pairing function that you guys and gals always hear me talk about when I talk about Bluetooth headphones. This one's a little bit different. So what you can do here is you can still pair up two devices and stream music or movies or audio simultaneously, but one device has to be wireless and the other device has to be wired. So that would mean that you would have to plug up a USB Type C to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for one device, and then you would have to wirelessly Bluetooth for the other device. I don't understand that. It's a little bit complicated, a little bit convoluted. I don't understand why Bluedio couldn't just have a dedicated chip like they do in almost all of their other headphones that let you dual pair two devices simultaneously. But it is there, it is a feature, and I did have to talk about it and bring it up for you guys and gals. Now, I couldn't really test that because I picked this up used and there was no USB Type C to 3.5 millimeter cable in the box. But that being said, that's not something that I would really use anyway because your boy is all about trying to live that hashtag wireless lifestyle. Okay? Alright, so that pretty much goes over the core features of these headphones. Now let's keep it moving. The next thing I want to talk about now with you guys and gals is the overall sound quality, volume, and the bass. Now, talking about these headphones in terms of the overall sound quality, again, this is an area where I have to say Bluedio has done a great job. The sound quality on these headphones is really, really nice. There is no distortion on the low or the high ends of the volume spectrum, and all the audio was very nice, crisp, and clear. Okay, really good stuff in the sound quality aspects of this headphones. Talking about the volume on these headphones is really, really good. Now it gets plenty loud enough to even drown out your surroundings. So when you put these headphones on and you want to just zone out and listen to your music, or you want to zone out and watch a movie, you'll have no problem doing that with these headphones. The volume on these is absolutely top notch. And last but certainly not least, the bass on these headphones is really, really, really good. I have to insert slow clap here. The bass on these is top notch. Now, it's not the absolute best because it does require some tweaking, but out of the box, just plugging up the headphones or connecting up the headphones to my device, you can absolutely feel the bass on these once you get it to a real good volume. Anything above 75% or better, you're really going to feel the bass on these. Now, if you go the extra step and you sideload a third-party app, then you can really tweak this, and then the bass is almost perfect. So the overall sound quality, volume, and the bass is top notch. All right, let's keep it moving. The next thing I want to briefly touch on now is the overall mic quality on these headphones. Now, mic quality wise, I have to say the mic on these headphones was really, really good, and I had no issues whether I was dictating text messages, interacting with my devices, using the voice commands, so on and so forth. I had no issues whatsoever. So the onboard microphone on these headphones is top notch indeed. Okay, and that was even more evident when I started to do things like taking phone calls. And one of the ways that I measure a microphone's quality is I just make calls, okay, and I don't tell the recipients on the other end that I'm using a Bluetooth device or not. I just make calls and I just strike up a casual conversation. And one of the ways that I know when a microphone is bad or good is we've all been there. We've all heard this. When the recipient of the phone call stop mid-sentence in the phone call and ask you, they're like, wait a minute, you got me on speaker? And the way they say it is like they know that the call quality coming out of your phone or whatever you're connected to is garbage. That's how you know when you have a bad microphone. Or they tell you, like, bro, the audio sounds low. Like, I could barely hear you. That's also how you know when you have a bad microphone. Or, and this is probably the worst one, like mid phone call, dead ass, serious as hell. They're just like, hold on, bro, what are you doing? Where you at? Bro, and the way they say it, you can tell that the microphone on whatever Bluetooth accessory you're using is trash. And I'm very happy to report that I didn't have any incidents like that while I was using these headphones. So the overall mic quality on these headphones is top notch. Good marks there again. Bluedio, I'm doing really good with this. Next thing I want to go over with you guys and gals. Y'all know y'all have been through those situations before. Y'all know y'all laughing inside right now. The next thing I want to cover with you guys and gals is I want to briefly go over the steps to how to pair up this pair of Bluetooth headphones to your smart devices. Now, one thing I want to reiterate, as I always do with all of my Bluetooth videos, is that the steps that I'm about to cover are universal across all devices. Okay, so these steps are going to work whether you're using an iOS or Apple device, whether you're using a Windows device, or whether you're using an Android device. Okay, the only thing that's going to differ between these steps that I'm about to cover is how they look across the different platforms and the different OSs. So as long as you have a device with dedicated built-in Bluetooth functionality, you should be good to go. Just wanted to get that out the way so everybody knows. And I primarily use Android, so that's what I'm going to demonstrate these steps on for you guys and gals tonight. So, that being said, now let's dive into these steps to pair. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to press and hold the power on multifunction button here, and you're going to get a few audible cues. You're going to get one audible cue letting you know that the device is powered on. You want to continue to hold that till it says the device is in pairing mode. Now I'm going to hold this up to the mic and give y'all a nice audio sample of what you're supposed to be listening for, just so y'all know exactly what you're supposed to be listening for. So let me hold this up to the mic now, and let's do this. So pressing and holding.
Power on. Ready to pair.
Okay, and just like that. Now, you will have a blue LED indicator right here. Once it goes solid, that means that the headphones are in pairing mode. Alright, now, over on your smart device, which can be a tablet, laptop, computer, Chromebook, desktop, smartphone, you name it, as long as it has built-in Bluetooth functionality, you want to power on your device. Okay, and then you want to navigate to the Bluetooth settings. Now on Android, there's two different ways you can do this. We're going to go over both for the new people that don't know how this works. So you swipe down on your notification shade and you swipe it all the way down. Then you hit the gear icon in the corner right there. Then you navigate to connected devices. And then you navigate to the Bluetooth area here. And you're going to tap on this thing that says connect, pair a new device. Okay, so that's way number one, how you get to the Bluetooth settings. Let's clear this out. Way number two is from your notification shade here. First thing you want to do is tap on the Bluetooth to turn it on. It's going to flash and then go solid as you see there. Then you want to press and hold, and it's automatically going to take you to the Bluetooth settings. The next thing you want to do is tap on the pair a new device. Now we want to wait for a few things to happen. Now with these headphones, two things are going to come up. You're going to see the first one right here. It's going to have the Bluetooth indicator, and then it's going to say T monitor 0921. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that is, but that's not the one we want to see. Alright, so we're going to wait a few seconds here, and what we're looking for is we're looking for the T monitor model number to come up again, but we're looking for the Bluetooth headphone indicator. So we're going to wait a few seconds, and if it doesn't pop up, you want to power off the headphones, make sure they're completely powered off, and then power them back on, and put them back into pairing mode, and then it should pop up. So let me give it a few seconds. Okay, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Doesn't look like it's gonna pop up, so let's put this down. Alright, so what you want to do now is go back to the headphones, power it off. Okay, wait a little bit, power it back on. Okay, and now once we wait a little bit here, it should pop up. Okay, and there it is. Get y'all a close up of this. So as y'all can see right there, this is the one you want to see. It says T monitor, and then it has the Bluetooth headphones logo right next to it. So now you want to tap on that, and it's going to begin the pairing process. Okay, once it's done, you're going to get a nice audible tone letting you know that the device is connected. Now, on newer Android devices, anything running Android 9.0 and up, in your Bluetooth settings, you're going to see something that looks like this. So you're going to see the model number across the top. It's going to let you know which pair of Bluetooth accessories is active, and it's going to give you the battery percentage. Okay, this is for Android 9.0 devices and up. Okay, also, if you go home and you swipe down your notification shade, you'll also get that same information right here underneath the Bluetooth setting quick toggle here. So you can see the model number for the headphones and the battery percentage. Really good stuff. Now, on older Android devices, when you go into Bluetooth here and you turn it on, it's going to automatically start scanning. All right. If for some instance you have to do what I demonstrated, what you want to do is power off the device, power it back on, put it into pairing mode again. Then you want to go and in the upper right hand corner of your older Android device in the Bluetooth settings, you want to hit the upper right hand corner hamburger menu, and from the drop down sub menu, you want to hit the rescan option. And then that's going to make your device rescan for available Bluetooth. And then you want to redo the steps that I just did. So you wait for the T monitor Bluetooth headphone icon to pop up. Then you tap on it to begin the pairing process. And everything should work as you see here in this video. I just want to go over that for the people who are running on older Android devices. So anything Android 7.0 Nougat and down, that's what you're going to have to do when you connect up this pair of Bluetooth headphones to your device. All right? And keep in mind, again, as I said, the same steps apply to your Windows device, your iOS device, and so on and so forth. So laptops, tablets, Chromebooks, you name it, those same steps that I just demonstrated, that's what you have to do across all the devices, across all the different platforms. Let's power off the headphones before we continue to save juice.
Voice dial. Power off.
Okay, and let's continue with this full review. So that pretty much goes over the pairing steps. Really easy and really straightforward once you know what to do. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength. Now, in terms of the Bluetooth range, the manufacturer quoted in the user manual that this pair of Bluetooth headphones should have a dedicated range of 10 meters or 33 feet, and I actually found that that number was spot on the money. As long as I was within that designated range, I had no issues when it comes to the overall Bluetooth range or the Bluetooth strength. That being said, if you're in areas with a lot of interference, a lot of connected devices, you may want to consider wired connecting up your Bluetooth headphones so you can enjoy your music or interact with your devices and do what you need to do. So that is the only instance where I would recommend that you use your USB Type-C to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack that comes in the box with your Bluetooth headphones. Now, I picked this pair of Bluetooth headphones up used, so that didn't come in my box. But if you pick this up brand new, you should get that accessory in your box. Keep in mind, I would only recommend that you use that when you're in areas with a lot of interference, and you notice the difference, because then it starts cutting in and out because you got a lot of stuff on the same frequency or on the same band as the band that you're trying to listen to your music on, and it creates a lot of crosstalk and or interference. And that's the only time I would recommend that you wired connect up your devices. All right. So just wanted to go over that here. That being said, the overall Bluetooth range and strength is top notch on this device. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with you guys and gals is the overall durability of these headphones. Now, this is probably the strangest thing, but in my just about 2 weeks of using these headphones, this is actually the first pair of headphones that I could say I did not drop. Okay, so in terms of the overall drop durability, I can't really testify to that in this video. But what I can give you durability results on is the fact that I use these headphones during really extraneous and tedious workouts, and they held up extremely well. All right, and I've also fallen asleep with these headphones on multiple times, and they held up really well. And that really is a testament because your boy is an extremely bad sleeper. So, in those aspects of the durability, these headphones should serve you well. All right, and as you can see, even after a couple weeks of extraneous workouts and falling asleep with them on, they still look as if brand new. So no dings, no dents, no scratches, no tears in the air cup, no none of that. So in terms of that aspect in the durability department, these headphones are top notch. All right. Now let's keep it moving. Now, what I want to do before we wrap this video up and I talk about the price is I want to briefly summarize the positives and negatives of the headphones, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the price, and I'll give y'all my overall final thoughts and a recommendation or two. All right, so starting off, let's talk about these positives. So, positive number one, the overall build quality and design of these headphones is top notch. Positive number two, the microphone and the microphone quality on these headphones is top notch as well. Positive number three, the Bluetooth connectivity is top notch on here. Again, Bluetooth 5.0, really good stuff there. The sound quality, the bass, and the volume is really, really good as well. Overall durability is top notch. And one thing that I forgot to touch on is the overall comfort level on these headphones is really, really good as well. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the battery life in a little bit here because I just realized I forgot to cover that. So we're going to cover these positives and negatives. Then we're going to go on to the battery life. And then we're going to go on to the price and the final thoughts. Sorry, y'all. I don't have a cheat sheet. I'm just doing this off the top of my head. So, positive number three is the overall comfort level is really, really good on these. The durability is really good as well. And I had to say the charge times in respect to the overall battery life is really, really good on this as well. But we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay? So pretty much top-notch results across the board on this bad boy here. Now, talking about the negatives of these headphones, really there were only three that really got on my nerves. Negative number one is the EQ controls. Now, it's really easy to implement. Again, you just press and hold the volume up and down buttons for a second, and then you release them, and you can hear it switch. But there's no indicator as to which mode you're switching into. So that is the first negative of these headphones. Also, to go along with that, there's no way to customize the EQ settings without side loading a third-party app. So that's negative number two. Negative number three would probably be the fact that Bluedio has a barcode that recommends that you scan that barcode to download their Bluedio app, which is supposed to give you access to more features and controls of your Bluetooth headphones. Sadly, after after loading the app, going through it, making an account, which was completely useless, and playing around with the app, it offered, at least in my opinion, and keep in mind this whole video is based on my opinion, no additional functionality or no additional controls. So Bluedio, y'all definitely gonna have to rework that app before you recommend that people download it. So definitely got to go back to the drawing board on that one. So that's negative number 3 or 4. Then the last negative, and if y'all already know what I was gonna say, because I said it before, is the overall dual pairing feature on these headphones. I really don't get what Bluedio was thinking implementing that feature. Why would I want to wired connect up and wirelessly connect up? Okay, you know how awkward that's gonna look. Let's say I wanted to watch something with a friend and we both had the same pair of headphones. You know how awkward that's gonna look if I have to use it wired while they get to use it wirelessly. Wow, that actually brings up a old school Samsung commercial that comes to mind right now, uh, where it was a Apple device and a Samsung device, and the Apple user had to use a whole bunch of dongles to charge his device and listen to his music or movies, while the Samsung user just got to use Bluetooth and it just connected up to multiple devices. That's the kind of thought process that comes to my mind when I think about using that dual pairing feature. So definitely got to go back to the drawing board on that one, Bluedio. I don't know what y'all was thinking on that. Why didn't y'all just implement y'all old school style of Bluetooth pairing, where you have a built-in function on the chip that lets you connect up two devices at one time? You could have just did that. That's what you pretty much done on all of your other headphones, and I've reviewed just about all of them. So I don't understand why they would take that big step back with this, but it is what it is, and that's the final negative that I want to point out with these headphones. All right. Okay. So now the next thing I want to talk about, because I forgot to talk about it, or at least I feel I did. Let's briefly go over the charge times and the overall battery life. Now, in terms of the overall battery life, the manufacturer quoted on the box, in the user manual, and on the website that these headphones should get an estimated battery life of 30 hours on a single charge. Now, I believe that that estimate was made using the headphones at 100% volume, because with my style of usage and what I did to test the headphones, I got way better battery life than that. So let me put this into perspective for y'all. Let me set the stage. So when I was using these Bluetooth headphones over the 2 weeks or so that I've owned them, I tested them at 50% volume and 75% volume. And these are the results that I got. At 50% volume, I was getting anywhere from about uh, 38 hours of runtime on a single charge to 44 hours of runtime on a single charge. That's at 50% volume. At 75% volume, I was getting about anywhere between 24 and 38 hours on a single charge. So as you can see, my results clearly eclipse the estimates that were in the user manual, on the box, and on the website. So that's what leads me to believe that they did that estimate using the headphones at 100% volume. And really, the one thing that I want to point out is, as long as you guys are able to find the right balance between sound quality, volume, and bass, and overall battery life, you should get just as good battery life as I did. But one thing to keep in mind is that we're all different individuals and we all use our devices differently, so your results may vary. And those particular results just represent my style of usage, which is heavy mixed usage. So I combine calling, dictating text, listening to music, streaming movies all into one lump number. So that's what those two numbers represent. That 38 to 44 hours represents that all lumped in sum of usage. All right. So in terms of the overall battery life, these headphones are really, really good. Now, talking about the overall charge times, again, the manufacturer quoted on the box, in the user manual, and on the website that these headphones should take approximately, again, another estimate, about 2 hours to reach a full charge. And I found that that was, for the most part, right on the money. Now, if you're using the headphones and you use them till you get that low battery warning and you throw them on the charger, then these headphones are going to take about 2 hours to reach a full charge, give or take about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? Now, if you drain these headphones to completely dead, then, which is something that I did, which is really hard to do, and I'm going to get into that in a second here. Well, if you drain these headphones to completely dead, then it's going to take you about 2 to 2.5 hours to reach a full charge. So the overall battery life on these is really good, especially if you put that into perspective with the overall. That's a battery life. So the overall charge times on these are really, really good, especially if you put that into perspective with the overall battery life that you're getting. That being said, I do want to pose this question to y'all real quick because I did have a problem with my Bluetooth headphones and I was wondering if you guys and gals could help me out if you know how to fix it. And I noticed that this is a reoccurring thing with this model of headphones. So, my low battery notification is coming up super early. I'm getting my low battery notification on these headphones with about 30% charge left. Okay? And I was just wondering if you guys and gals knew of a way to fix that because I've done everything. I've looked through the user manual, the one that came in the box. I've looked through the user manual on the one that comes if you sideload the app. I've reached out to a few other people that own these headphones and I asked them and I got no response. The only thing that I did not do, because I don't know if I'm going to hear back from them, is I didn't reach out to Bluedio directly. So I'm posing this question. Do you guys and gals know how to get rid of or fix that early low battery notification? Okay? Because really, it should be telling you low battery at about 10 to 15% left, or at most, you should be getting that at about 20% battery left. Not at 30%. At 30%, I got at least another hour or two left in the tank. And I gotta tell y'all, it's really, really annoying when the low battery warning comes on because it would notify you at least 10 to 20 times in about a minute to a minute and a half increments that the battery is low, please charge. And boy, did that get annoying. And I researched everywhere and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So if you guys and gals know how to fix that, your help will be greatly appreciated. And leave me that feedback or that reply on how to fix that down below in the comments. So that pretty much goes over the charge times and the battery life. Sorry if I skipped that earlier. I was trying to do this as fast as possible. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the price, and I'm going to give you guys and gals my final thoughts and a recommendation or two. So, I picked this up via Amazon, and I picked it up in used, like new condition, and my final price at checkout was about $26. Now, as I always do, I'll be sure to throw up the screenshot in post so you guys and gals know exactly what I paid at checkout because we're all about keeping it 100 around here. That being said, I think right now, today, as of the recording of this video, these headphones can be had for. Let me jump on Amazon real quick. Sorry, bumped the camera. Alright, these headphones can be had for about $38.99 or about $40 after tax. Keep in mind, that's only if you're in areas where taxes apply. Okay? So, for that price range of about $25 to $40, you guys and gals are probably wondering, can I recommend that y'all pick up these headphones? And I would have to say yes. For everything that these headphones do well, I think that they clearly out the positives of the headphones clearly outweigh the negatives of the headphones. And I feel that if you guys and gals pick these up, you should really have an enjoyable experience. So once again, can I recommend that y'all pick up these headphones? I'm gonna have to say yes. Alright, that pretty much brings an end to this full review. If you guys and gals enjoyed the video and or found it helpful in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out and give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. This whole video this evening was recorded using the rear-facing 12 megapixel sensor camera on the Moto G7, and this whole video was recorded in 1080p resolution at 30 frames per second. So please let me know what y'all think of the overall video quality, and I guess you can call this yet another low light test. Really good stuff. So, also, I don't know why I said so. Also, all the audio for this video was recorded using the Movo MA2010 omnidirectional microphone. So please let me know what you think of the audio from this video as well down below in the comments. As always, y'all feedback is greatly appreciated. Alright, I hope everyone has a great evening, and I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Peace. Oh, also feel free to check out the Fit and Sound demo. I'll leave links to that in the video description, along with the links to where y'all can pick up these headphones at some really great prices. So, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description should be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals. You'll be able to find these headphones at some really great prices and links to the Fit and Sound demo if you want to see how it fits on my head and how the overall sound quality is coming out of the headphones themselves. So feel free to check all that out in the links down below in the video description. Alright, now we're out of here. I hope everyone has a great evening. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.